Hello everyone and welcome back to our wonderful Drarry Adventcalendar with the story A Husband for Christmas by Jollylove. Today we are at day 17. Here comes Santa Claus. What Harry had told him never left Draco's mind. Was Simon really only after his money? And how had Harry even known about him? Maybe there was more to this story than he had thought. Well, whatever it was, Simon was finally coming by and meeting Scorpius. Draco really hoped that these two would be as close as Harry was, or had been with his son. However, what if they weren't? Draco didn't like to think about it, since it meant that his son would be unhappy with him for the rest of their lives, probably. When Simon appeared outside the manor, Draco was slightly nervous and opened the door himself. "Hello, Simon." "Good morning, Draco." Simon looked around and grinned. This action was a little confusing to Draco, so he decided to just ignore it. Maybe one day it would make sense to him. "Before we go anywhere, I wanted to introduce you to my son, Scorpius." Draco motioned his son to come down the stairs. He had already seen him hiding up there, and without any further questions, Scorpius walked down. Seemed to be a little shy, though he definitely used the pureblood rules as a way of pretending to be more confident. Simon grinned at Draco's son. "So, you're a Scorpion?" Simon asked. "Scorpius?" Draco frowned a little. Had Simon never paid attention to when he was talking about his son? He had never called him Scorpion. And well, Simon had apparently not even heard Scorpius correcting his name, as he was already on to the next question. "Do you like being a wizard?" He grinned as if this was the most important question. Suppressing a groan, Draco started to realize that even though he wanted Simon to be different, he was still going to be the same. Looking for money, status, or whatever else he could get from him. Scorpius meant nothing to him. Nevertheless, his son was answering the question quickly. "Yes, I'm looking forward to being at Hogwarts. I can't wait to see what house I belong in." "Scorpius?" His father warned him, and Draco saw Scorpius nodding lightly. In pureblood rules, Hogwarts houses weren't supposed to be discussed. Everyone was going to Slytherin anyway. Simon grinned at Draco and turned back to the child. "Just be careful of Slytherin, young man." "Why?" Along with Scorpius, Draco was frowning at Simon. Didn't he know that Draco was in Slytherin? Basically, all his ancestors had been in Slytherin, and he had never heard anybody say that, so someone needed to be aware of them. Usually that was what people would say to each other, not to a potential Slytherin. Simon had apparently not read the change in both their body languages as he sighed. "Because they are bad people in Slytherin." Scorpius shook his head. "Well, Harry said it doesn't matter where I go to, I can be—" He couldn't even finish his sentence when Simon interrupted him. "Oh, your Harry said that, huh?" How well did Simon know Harry? It seemed as if he knew him rather well, judging from the evil glare he was throwing at Scorpius. Harry had tried to warn him about Simon, right? He wasn't who Draco thought he was, he had said. If he wasn't honest about the marriage, then... Maybe he just wanted to make Draco feel secure and then drop him on his wedding. If he wanted Malfoy Manor, he could secure it that way. Draco suddenly felt really ill. The look around the house when he had entered for the first time matched up with someone who was looking to buy something. Simon wasn't trying to help. He was trying to scheme. Meanwhile, the conversation had still been going on. Scorpius, of course, defended Harry. "Yes, and he also said that the good comes from within people, not houses." "Maybe he just likes to think that. As long as you don't go to Slytherin, we will be best pals." Simon grinned. "What Harry said." Simon glared at the little boy and raised his voice so it echoed from the wall. "Let me tell you something about your precious Harry Potter, Scorpion. He is a liar and a cheat. Do you think he could have been so famous without pushing some people aside? He was supposed to be there when—" "Stop!" Draco glared at Simon. He had Scorpius sobbing as he ran up the stairs, but decided to deal with Simon first. "How dare you talk to my son like that? If he likes Harry Potter, you will leave him alone with that at once." Simon seemingly wasn't able to come back from showing his true colors as he now glared at Draco. "Oh, you think you're so smart, don't you, Draco?" He laughed maniacally as he shook his head.
Face it, Draco, I'm the only one who can save you right now. I don't need you. You're just like the others, trying to brag to people that you're the one to make me better. Well, you're not the one.
Draco pointed his finger at him, glaring with an ice-cold look. It didn't seem to bother Simon, who just grinned.
Too bad I'm one you're left with, Draco. So either we're married by Christmas, or I'm moving into my new house, your Manor. Either way, I'll live here soon. Fuck you, Simon. Learn how to respect people. You'll never live here. It's still mine, and I will fight until it's over.
Draco pointed to the door, shaking with emotions. He had first of all just broken the pure-blood rule of swearing, but that wasn't the important part. Harry had been right. Simon was too good to be true, and now he was paying the price. He needed to come up with an idea how to get someone in less than 10 days. Was there even a possibility?
How about you give up already?
Simon asked as he walked to the door.
You're stupid anyway. You and your coward son can go to hell for all that I care.
With that, he closed the door with a bang. To be continued.